welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome to my first anniversary here on YouTube. I am filming it on the 24th of July. I'm hoping to upload it the same day. All fingers crossed. Yeah, it is officially my first anniversary. So thank you all so much. I could not be doing this without any of you guys watching, although I'd still probably want to be doing it, but if no one ever watched, I'd be like, well, you know, I could still just burn candles and buy Lush and, you know, makeup. So thank you guys so much for being so supportive. It's been a great year. I cannot believe we have made and watched over 400 videos. I've sat in either this location or just over here where I'm sitting right now is where I put my Christmas tree up. In the wintertime, there's been a couple times where I had to face around the other direction for lighting because the wintertime it's really dark and I like to use natural light. So enough said there, but it's been challenging for me. I only film with my iPhone 6. I purposely do not have a computer, tablet, or any of that stuff. I sit in front of a computer all day long. It's the last thing I want to do. So to be perfectly honest, everything I do is with my iPhone, which is probably why you were like wondering, why does she always write it down? Most people just use their phones and go through. That would be why, because I'm using my phone to videotape this. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me every single time. Apparently more than one a day. It's crazy. Yeah, thank you so much. I love YouTube. It's been great. I've built a lot of friendships. Yeah, so yeah, anyway, okay, like I'd said in my one video, for this particular video, please ask me a list of questions. I may or may not be able to answer all of them. So I'm not trying to be rude if I don't. So some things in my life I try to keep pretty private as much as I can. So I've got a whole list, and of course I wrote them all out. Yeah, so I've got a bunch of questions here. Okay, Syrian24, which is Lisa. Hi, Lisa. She's asked me a few questions. Which movie do you love so much you'll always rewatch? I don't have it because I lent it to a friend. I think it's an important movie for everyone to watch, is Crash. Love that movie. Sandra Bullock is a complete biatch, which I think is amazing because she's always like Miss Goody Goody. I think that's an important movie for everyone to watch. There's a certain scene that it just takes my breath away. Like, I don't have children of my own, but if you've watched that movie or if you plan on watching it, there's a scene there. It doesn't matter. Waterworks come right out of my eyes. And I don't have children, so can you only imagine? Love that one. I also love watching, and that one, of course, I lent to a friend, Secondhand Lions. Another really good one. It's kind of like Grumpy Old Men with a young kid. And one I love, and I think Father and Sons, when they're old enough, Big Fish by Tim Burton. I love Tim Burton. I think he's kooky and crazy and I love it. And in the wintertime, oh yeah, the wintertime, among Christmas movies, I love watching The Holiday. I'm a romantic at heart, but I hate like The Notebook. I don't like Notebook. Like, that's too sappy, but I like The Holiday. And Bridget Jones' Diary has always been there for me when I need her the most. So that's the original one. Okay. Favorite TV show? Well, I brought out, now I'm not gonna be able to bring out everything that I have for all these questions. If you can't tell, my favorite television show is Big Bang Theory. I absolutely love that show. I was not that brilliant, I wasn't brilliant by any means, but like those guys, but I was in that group of people who were castaways, if you will, and no one would talk to because they were a little bit different. That was me in high school, and I can relate to the people, the characters in these TV shows very, very well. Yeah, so there you go. Other than Coconut Leaves, what other Bath and Body Works candle can you not live without? Well, Pumpkin Coconut has become a very fast favorite of mine. A staple, anything vanilla. So vanilla marshmallow, the vanilla bean, though I haven't burnt it yet, I'm certain I'm gonna love that. Vanilla is always good. But summertime, it's like watermelon lemonade, Georgia peach, coconut leaves. Those are the three I have to have. In the wintertime, they do fluctuate a bit. I'm trying to think. Because last year was like new. Last year was a lot of newness for me. Yeah, those ones would be the ones for sure. For some reason, I'm gravitating to summer, probably because it's on the top of my mind. Candle Cafe, Anthony. Hello, Anthony. Have you always enjoyed candles? I have. I didn't get to burn a lot when I lived at home, but I left home at 19 and went off to college and then started burning candles there. But I really got into, and we'll get into some more of the questions here too. I really started getting into candles probably about 5-6 years ago. His next question, oh, sorry. Have you always enjoyed candles, or was it a new hobby that you fell in love with when you started this channel? I actually did burn a lot of candles prior to making my channel. Then I started watching other YouTubers, and I was like, I want to do that. So actually I've been loving to burn candles for years, but I was like, well, I can put myself in front of there, and I can talk, and God knows I love to talk. So, and you know what? It's a positive space. It's candles, or it's Lush, or it's makeup, or whatever it might be that I'm talking about. It's positive. When the world is all upside down, this is fun talk, right? I may have to make this into a part 2. I'm just looking at this time-wise. Might have to make a couple parts in this. Cindy Cochran, how did your love of candles start? Well, my true passion for candles was more accessibility. Again, I'm a person who needs to smell the candle first. I have a hard time going online and buying things. Sniffer never smelt kind of thing. So Bath and Body Works opened up in my nearest city, probably I want to say 5 or 6 years ago, and was right when they opened up. I was like, oh, it's accessible. I can go there and I can sniff and I can purchase and all that stuff. So that's the answer to your question. Luna Malfoy. I never put 2 and 2 together. Luna Malfoy 4. Other than candles, what is your other passion like or hobby? Well, makeup. I love makeup. I just like wearing it. I'm not a tutorial person. No, you don't want to see that. It's a messy. That would be a hot mess. And Lush. But passions in life. I have been volunteering in one way, shape, or form since I was 11 years old. I was a lifeguard when I was younger, but before I became the status of a lifeguard, I was about 11 years old when I went to go and help with their swim lessons. I would always take the more challenged swimmer from the class and then pull them aside and give them more one-on-one while the teacher would take everybody. And anyway, I have done so much volunteering. I'm chairing 2 fundraising committees, raising money for different charities and that. So philanthropy is kind of something I really, really enjoy, and yeah, I love it. So there you go. Jennifer Showalter. Oh, Jen, I don't know how to answer your question. What was your first candle? I can't remember. I really can't remember, but I will say, I know about the before candles. Now, please don't laugh. This is looking like, it looks a whole lot of wrong and a whole lot of, Look at this. It's from the Body Shop. That's where you put your little tea light on the top and on the bottom, and then you put the scent oils, such as something like this. I also have lots of Bath and Body Works ones. That is what got me through college, because a lot of places when I went to college were refused. You weren't allowed to have candles burning. So that's what got me through. But I'd say when I was early 20s, I started buying candles. But I would probably, knowing me, would have picked a vanilla, because I didn't have a lot of money back then, and I knew I liked vanilla. So yeah, I would say it was probably a vanilla based candle. I'm sorry I can't be specific on that. Always being Belle. Hi, Belle. If you could create your own scent, what would it smell like? That was my bad. I'm writing, huh? I love root candles, vanilla, and tobacco, but I also love candles by Victoria Jacob Black, which was leather. If you could combine those 3 somehow to make it so right, yeah, I would definitely have that. That would be my candle, and that would be a bedroom candle, just so you know. Anyway, S. Hartman asked, what do you do for work? Now, this is one of those questions I can't really tell you where I work, but I run an entire office. I have just myself for support. That's the only support person, and there's 12 people in my office that basically I help manage and organize and all that stuff. But due to safety reasons, I am not going to say where I work. But yeah, just note, it's busy. So, okay. And then the next question is, how many candles do you burn through in a month? It does vary. It depends if I'm away. But if you ever watch my candle empties at the end of the month, you will see that it's like stupid crazy. I can burn through, like, I'm trying to think. like the 3 wicks from Bath and Body Works, I can burn through like 14 or 16 of those a month, plus other little candles and or wax melts, which I do like to pair. I'm really getting into pairing wax melts with candles and so on and so forth. So that's really cool. So it kind of fluctuates, but that gives you an idea. And why did I start my YouTube channel? Well, like I mentioned before, I really loved all these things that I focus on my channel, which is mostly candles. I got makeup and Lush. I have been a diehard Lush fan since the late 90s, when I could barely afford to go in there and get anything. And makeup was kind of whenever I could, because I wasn't allowed to wear makeup when I was growing up. I wasn't allowed to highlight my hair. I wasn't allowed to do, because I had really long hair down to my butt, and my mom's like, oh, people pay great money for your natural highlights, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I just want to do something different. So, but I mean, I don't go crazy. I'm not too crazy with my makeup. So when it comes to this, why I started the channel, yeah, it's just because I enjoy watching other people, because I already had that bug, that passion, and I started YouTubing and watching people, following them and so on and so forth. I'm like, I really want to do that, because I want to give my little flair, my little take, because everybody's different. And yeah, so there you go. Jillian, I'm gonna look at my time. I don't have a lot of time. So Jillian Heatley, when did you start collecting candles? Really collecting? 5-6 years ago when Bath and Body Works opened. And what started your passion for the candle collecting? Because I love the smell. I love fragrance. I mean, like, hello, I just started college with that thing. So yeah, I love fragrance. I'm gonna stop this right now, and we're gonna make another part. If I have to make 2 or 3 parts, I will, and I'll just keep taping them, and then we'll just keep uploading them today. You might get thrown in your face with a whole bunch of Kim videos. So my apologies in advance. But all right, on to part 2. Take care, guys. Be safe and have fun.